Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just gonna talk a little bit about why exactly I think the Strider PT is not worth the money whatsoever. You know, this is just my opinion and what I feel, and I don't feel very highly about this knife. So, first off, I want to tell you guys that there's up and down blade play, which is completely unacceptable. You know, if you pay a hefty sum of money for a folder, you want it to work right. And I was worried about blade play issues for ever since I decided that I wanted to buy one. You know, I was thinking about buying a Strider for the past some odd months now. Even before I bought my Sabenza, I was thinking about buying a Strider. It was originally between this knife and that knife, and this knife won, and I'm glad it did. Okay, so the lock bar doesn't contact the bottom of the blade, and that's a huge problem. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but since the blade's not, or the titanium isn't contacting the blade all the way, it's got up and down. And to fix that, I just push the lock bar over and it's fixed. But so I'm not going to do that every time I use this knife, so therefore, stupid. So, you know, it feels like a great knife. I would love to have and carry this knife if it was perfect and made up to what I think a $300 knife should be made up to. So, the entire face of that lock bar should be in contact with the bottom of that blade, but it's not. There's only a very slim portion touching it, if you can see there, and that's not even what's touching it. Nothing really is. So if you can see light through there, therefore it's not touching. So if I push it over, there's still light shining through, so it's not contacting very well. Now if you look over here at this Sabenza, zoom in there, the entire face of that titanium lock bar is contacting the bottom of the blade, which allows for superb lockup, and it's going to allow the titanium to wear very nicely over time. So that's going to withstand the test of time. This won't. This hasn't even withstood shipping to me in the mail. So very bad up and down play. Another hit that I have on this knife is the pivot. So upon purchasing this knife, I went ahead and took my little Torx bit. I do put it in a driver normally when I want to adjust a pivot, but just to see if this was Loctited or anything, went ahead and stuck it in there. Look at that. It's turning freely. It's not even Loctited. It's not even snugged down or anything. Complete horse crap. Blade play, need to adjust it a little bit more. Now it's kind of stiff. Very bad. Okay, now another thing, the blade is pretty much centered, but if you can see the little light through there, the titanium's not even contacting the G10. Another hit that I have to give this knife. Even if I squeeze it, not contacting. Therefore, very bad fit and finish. Pocket clip is good. That's good. I very much like the design of this knife, but you know, very disappointing. I really wanted to like this knife. I really wanted a nice small folder since I like small knives. But you know, this is definitely not it. Fit and finish is terrible. But again, this is just my opinion. So better adjust that a little bit more for when I send it back. But very disappointing. So, you know, if you're gonna dish out the money for one of these knives, definitely go with a Chris Reeve. From what I've heard and what I understand and what I've experienced myself, every one of these comes perfect. You know, that pivot bushing you can tighten down all the way. and it's still gonna move smooth. You know, that's great. Amazing construction, fit and finish, amazing, as I've said before, and it's completely not the case with this Strider. So, you know, very disappointing. I don't recommend it at all. I don't recommend Strider, and I'm not gonna buy one ever again. You know, I was really worried before I bought this on how the fit and finish was gonna be, and it's very bad, obviously. So I'm gonna be sending this back straight away. Not gonna be dealing with it. But you know, if it was perfect, if that lock bar was fixed and it was flush, if the G10 contacted the titanium well, if the fit and finish was there, I may consider Strider. But if you guys have a chance to hold one of these in person and examine it before you buy it, then and it meets up to your standards, then go ahead and buy it. But for me, this is not it. This is not the knife to buy. This is a complete waste of money. I could buy a Spyderco Sage for half the price of this. More of the materials used, so I can get like 2 or 3 times the amount of titanium on that knife, with a bigger blade of S30V and superior fit and finish for half the cost of this. So, you know, what the heck. So I've heard of the quality control issues, and now I've experienced it for myself. So this is going to be shipped back as soon as possible. Going to get my money back, and as soon as I do, I'm going to buy me some Spydercos, because Spyderco's the way to go. Loving this paramilitary too, by the way. I think I might do a review on it right after this. So, very crappy knife. Don't recommend it whatsoever. You know, the size of this knife and everything, the materials used, fit and finish, not worth the money at all. See, I knew when I bought this that if I didn't like it, I would send it back right away. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So, is this recommended? Not at all. Jimping's very nice. That's nice. Very nice tactical knife. If this was, say, maybe 60 bucks, I would beat the crap out of this knife. But, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of just rambling now. Do I think this Strider PT is worth it? Absolutely not. So, if you guys are thinking about dishing out money for one of these 2 folders, go with the Sebenza. Both the Sebenzas that I've held and seen have great fit and finish, fantastic knives, and you know, so go with the Sebenza if you plan on dishing out the money. Great materials, great fit and finish. Not this knife. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about, guys. You know, I already did this video once and it was nearly perfect, but upon doing it again I pretty much screwed it up a little bit, but you know, that's no big deal. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get rid of this knife, go throw it in a trash can or something, get my money back, and you know, buy some Spydercos. So thanks for watching, guys, as always, and have a good one, guys. Thanks.